We were discussing about this AFSPA partial lifting, and also we were talking about Naga political issue, how to bring about a consolidated idea about the Naga tribe, so as to expedite to bring to a final conclusion. Final conclusion. It is not that finally over. Meeting maybe still continuing. That's all.
What was the view of the government on the partial lifting? Is the government happy?
Government says that they are happy with the government of India for partial lifting. But tribal Hoho leaders, most of them expressed that the partial lifting has got no meaning. It has to be totally lifted. That's what we said.
So are you also in favor of the total lifting of the...
I also favor for total lifting. But you see, here, the state government has a very functional role to play.
Yes.
While maintaining the law and order and the proportion. So for that matter, of course, government required support and coordination, cooperation from the civil societies also. That's what they want to do.
So do you feel that amidst the removal of the AFSPA, of the Act, do you feel that the state police can handle the scenarios over here in the state?
I do feel that way. But it depends on the determination. On your determination, let's say, on your determination, how far you are determined to handle the law and order situation firmly.
So it depends a lot on the state police.
Correct. But state police as well as the political will.
One more thing. What is the atmosphere within the NPF in the backdrop of these revoking of the suspension of the 7 rebel MLAs?
Well, it was a mutual decision. Both the legislature and then the party mutually decided that the revocation has to be effective.
And what has been the response from the 7? Are they happy?
They are so happy. I believe they are so happy.
Transpired in the meeting was that everyone agreed that AFSPA should be lifted totally.
Okay.
Everyone agreed.
Yeah, everyone
Even the
agreed.
government?
Huh?
Even the government?
Even the government.
Okay.
So what
There should be no reservation on this.
Okay.
So what are you going to do about that? The decision.
That we still continue to ask the government of India to remove it or repeal.
Would you be doing something? Would you be taking a step? I mean, as in writing to the government of India, or just
Right.
convey it through the government of Nagaland?
Right. We will write to the government of India that this AFSPA, according to us, is very, very bad. Or we call it draconian law. So when there is a peace in our land, there should be no this act in our land. And in pursuance of that, we will write to the government of India once again.
What was the discussion?
No, it was unanimous that partial relaxation was not satisfactory to everybody.
Even the state government.
State government, so they said they worked towards that. They appreciated the relaxation, but for the public there was no two opinion that this partial relaxation of some parts and retaining only in Naga areas, even in other states, it was kind of an insult to our human intelligence.
So are you rejecting the partial?
No, I mean, we can't reject what has been done. I mean, it's good that partial relaxation, but it shouldn't have been partial. It should have been wherever, and it should be repealed. This kind of law does not deserve to exist in any democracy.
So, sir, what is the stand of the government, state government?
Government said they will work towards lifting of the act in total. So we appreciate their stand. We cannot expect much beyond that also for our government.
The Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Konyak has mentioned, has spoken that the amendment or the removal of AFSPA depends a lot on the work of the state government. So, is the civil society organization satisfied with the things done by the state government in regards to the removal of the act?
Conrad's situation may be different. Nagaland's situation is quite different, but his stage is relatively very neutral or not very in a very big conflict situation, unlike Nagaland. So I think we cannot make the comparison. So in his situation, I think he's taking responsibilities, which we appreciate. In the case of Nagaland, the situation may be a little bit more difficult. So maybe normally we are always critical of government. I think they have not been able to perform to the satisfaction of the people. But whatever it is, there were no two opinions among the government servants as well as the politicians that this act should go. So I think we're satisfied.
Okay, so the state government was
coming after the government of India had announced its decision to reduce some of the areas from the ambit of AFSPA. So what were the main points of discussion in today's consultative meeting, and how crucial is this meeting?
Yeah, we have had a good sitting, free and frank discussion, because all are of the view that this lifting of AFSPA in some district, partial lifting, and in some district fully lifted. So we welcome the idea, but we exchange the idea how to take it forward. So if we implement, for example, like the ceasefire ground rule, with the people, government, and police. If government and the people support the police, so we can implement this ceasefire ground rules in total. So the question of reimposing this as part of those standard. So we decided to cooperate with each other and take it forward, so that the remaining area also slowly it will go on the diminishing return. And at the end of the day, the whole state may be done away with this AFSPA. So there is hope. If people and the government work together.
So what kind of mechanism is the state government going to put in place to ensure that this implementation is successful and that there is no room for the government of India to impose this AFSPA again in these areas?
As I say, the state police, we have about 20,000 forces. Those people now they re-strengthened their forces in all the police stations. So with this, our own forces, if we can implement the ceasefire ground rule, there is no question of reimposing this AFSPA in our state.
So what is the view of the civil society, the tribal-based organization?
Yes, some are of the view that the whole state should be lifted, and this AFSPA should be repealed in total. But that will take the process will take a long time. That is how we should start in our own state, with a place like Sikkim. They are peaceful, so AFSPA is lifted. And even Tripura, Mizoram, no AFSPA is lifted. So it depends on the situation also.
So, sir, are we getting closer to Naga solution with the lifting of partial lifting of AFSPA?
No, that is also we have discussed. If Naga solution is resolved, then Nagaland will become the most peaceful state. So when there is no arms group, question of imposing this AFSPA also does not arise. So this also we have decided to work together, to come closer to each other and find out the middle path to resolve this issue, Naga issue.
All the civil societies, we have sought their cooperation in ensuring that this lifting, which is a first step towards full lifting, that is successful. And when we bring about improvement in the situation, it may be extended to other places also.
Any time frame for any time frame?
It is being reviewed every 6 months. So let us see.
So the next review will be in 6 months from now.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.